In today's short video, I'm going to focus on 3 gaps in today's corporate learning. I'm focused on this because since the early 1990s, I've led coaching and training functions in mostly large multinationals where I saw these firsthand. I'm going to talk briefly today about the problems around de-risking application of new skills to the job. How do you track and make sure that the learner is doing better over time before it's too late, and ultimately making sure the business got something out of the learning. Let's first talk about de-risking application. When it comes to formal classes, training, we try our best during the instructional time with simulations, situational judgment tests, case studies, to try and give people a safe place to practice skills. We give them job aids, and we encourage managers and mentors, peers around them to support the transfer of training. However, most of the time, 52 to 92%, according to the meta-analyses, people don't transfer those skills to the job within a year. So most of the time, training doesn't actually work to change on-the-job behavior. Coaching, on the other hand, has a better track record. We do a better job with goals. It's more around implementation action plans, and there's some focus on supporters around the learner. But even then, people forget to practice in between sessions. Fortunately, new forms of AI can help extend that relationship the coach has into people's daily life, and with scheduled AI coaching, increase the odds that clients remember to apply coaching to their real work. Second, the measures in learning are just not trustworthy and timely. In training, we use qualitative feels from the instructor. Homework gives the teacher or the trainer some sense of if people are on track, as well as quizzes and simulations, but rarely does training actually measure on-the-job performance. Coaching often starts with baseline assessments with some kind of coach qualitative feel for how the engagement's going, and ad hoc feedback. Rarely are proper assessments done on skills, behaviors, let alone impact from the buyer's point of view, the company rep who purchased the coaching. Fortunately, computer adaptive measures of the antecedents and consequences of coaching are also now available to track the lead and lag indicators of both training and coaching. Finally, at the end of the day, companies want to make sure the investment was worth it. In training, traditionally, needs assessment approaches figure out what learning people want or the job might require, as opposed to what senior leaders need to solve business problems. So it's problematic from the very beginning in diagnosing where training might be required. There's an assumption that training's always good and effective, which I just showed you isn't true. And even when it's sponsor-driven, sometimes it's too focused on learning when some non-learning tool sets or recruiting or re-engineering physical technology or physical processes may be required in addition to the training. Too often, a holistic diagnosis is short-shrifted in training. Coaching is not so short-shrifted and holistic, but it's narrow. It's typically one-on-one, where it's for individuals. Rarely is there a good diagnosis done of where the business needs all kinds of gaps closed to improve the odds of achieving their business goals, where coaching is a special case. It's also very rare to see where coaching has an impact on business profits, cycle time, defect density. The remedy of this, of course, is actually diagnosing holistically all the reasons the bottleneck areas of the company aren't closed, and then deciding what to train or coach. If you don't do that, the problem is training and coaching that actually measurably improves people can actually cause negative ROI, because you've just spent money, scarce money, on skills that aren't in the area the company really needs to win. So ironically, negative ROI can occur not just from training and coaching not working, but also from investing in the wrong types. I hope you found this useful, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.